So for those just joining us today, welcome to Yoga for Strength. We have an optional block and an option for a strap. Neither are necessary. If you want to replace your block, if you don't have it, a hardcover book will do just fine today. And we're just starting in Shavasana, taking some nice, calm, relaxing breaths. We're going to do a bit of a different kind of start today. We're going to do some vinyasas for our warm-up, just to get us a little warmer and get the fire rising within. So if you want to start taking some nice, big, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, we're going to engage our Ujjayi breath. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And as you exhale through the nose, create that constriction in the back of the throat, that auditory, ocean-like sound. If you can't breathe through your nose, that's okay. Just breathe however you can today. I know it's coming cold season, so someone along the line will always have a little bit of stuffiness, so just remember, we want to follow our breath as much as we can, but don't let that be your focus. If you can't follow the inhales and exhales with your movement, it's okay, just breathe. Taking a few more big, settling deep breaths here. Letting your mind focus come to something joyful. It's a stressful time of year, and we often forget to celebrate the little things. Just find that maybe something that you love about this time of year. Maybe you love the snow. Maybe you love to cozy up with warm fires. Or maybe you just love that you get to spend all this time with your family. Whatever it is, I want you to hold on to that joy today and let that guide you. When you're ready, we're going to start to just wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, give a nice little shake out. And as we take our next inhale, we're going to pull both knees into the chest. We're going to give ourselves a little hug, tuck our chin. We're going to grab underneath. We're just going to keep the chin tucked as we rock and roll, creating some momentum, massaging out that spine. Maybe one or two more. And your last one, you're going to sit up, cross your legs, and we're going to curl onto our tabletop. So like I said today, we're going to start with some flows to warm up our body. So let's spread those fingers, engage the core, curl the toes, and lift the hips up here, downward facing dog. We're going to do a series of Namaskar A, modified here. As you inhale, come towards plank to drop those knees. Exhale, elbow tight, lower all the way through the ground. Inhale, just lift the chin, lift the chest. As you exhale, press back through tabletop, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Just have a few breaths here. Maybe walk out your dog. We're going to do that on modified next, or you can stick to the modified. Remember, you can always feel free to stick to the flow in your own way. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, really reach those hips up. You inhale, come towards plank. Exhale down through chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, dog or cobra. Lift that chin. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do one more of those again, your choice. Take one more full breath here in downward dog. When you're ready, on your inhale, come towards plank. Exhale, core tight, lower down halfway. Inhale, press up, keep strong in those shoulders. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We're going to do 2 Surya Namaskar Bs. We'll do the first one slow, and we'll do the second one at full pace. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky, plant it between your hands, pivot the back foot, 45 degrees. Take your next inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Let's drop our hands down, come back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next side, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, plant it down, pivot the back foot 45 as you inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, bring the hands down, lift the back heel, step back plank. Exhale, lower yourself through chaturanga. Inhale, press up, dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few extra breaths here. This is our modified Ashtanga warm-up. We usually do 5 and 5, but we don't have time for that today. So we're just going to do one a lot quicker. A warrior one will be inhale, step forward, come to rise. So slow down the inhale. Exhale, come down. So that's really where we had slowed it down. So here we go. Inhale, step the right foot forward, come to rise. Exhale, come back down, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog, hold the dog. It's okay if you went a little slower. It takes practice. On your next inhale, step the left foot forward, pivot the back foot, come to rise. Exhale, lower down, step back through chaturanga. Inhaling, pressing up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, just hold the dog. Really pays to learn to control and slow that breath pace down. So we're going to walk our feet towards our hands, just to a nice forward hanging fold here. Just letting the hamstrings relax. You can keep the knees soft, nice slow side to side here. You should feel a little bit warmer after building that fire with those flows. As we inhale, we're going to halfway lift, flatten that back. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees as we inhale, sweep the arms up, palms come together. Exhale through heart center. We're going to walk those feet together so our big toes are touching, but we probably have 2 fistfuls apart with our heels. And as we inhale, we're going to sweep those arms up overhead, palms come together. Exhale, sink back, chaturanga, or chair. Uttanasana. Tuck those hips under, core is tight. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Keep that heart raised. The chin's a little high. Let's bring the palms so as we exhale through heart center. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, let's twist over, left arm hooks right knee. Twisting towards the right, twist to chair. You can also modify by just placing your forearm on that knee. Last breath here as you tuck that left knee in. All right, lift the left heel, lift it up. I'm going to lift the toes up, step back into a twisted lunge here. If you can't do that, just come back to us wherever you can. Good. Inhale, come to rise, open up warrior two. All right, those quads should already feel worked. Now straighten the right leg, bring the palms together overhead, inhale. Exhale, sink deeper, come with me for 4 more. Rotate those hands, follow your own breath. One more. Reach those fingers out. Good, find that warrior two. Sink a little deeper. I know those quads are probably like, but that's okay. I'm going to hand the hips, inhale, straighten the right leg, flip the toes, face the other side. You're going to see my butt here, but this one's a lot easier to do without looking at me. So take a nice big inhale and exhale, full all the way over. So I can see you now. I'm just going to start softening my knees. I'm going to stay a little side to side here. Micro little lunges, swinging the body. If you can't bring your hands to the ground, you can also bring them to your thighs. It's okay. And then come to find some stillness. Maybe walking your hands out a little forward if you can touch the ground. Feeling those inner thighs stretch. And next inhale, come to halfway lift, flatten that back, close tight. Exhale, come to rise, flip the right toe. Exhale back, warrior two. Take 2 breaths here. Last breath. Hands to hips. I'm going to step my back left foot in, hop it in until I can lift that left leg up. It's a nice 90-degree position. This is where you may want to strap. It's an option, so grab that now. Otherwise, just find your base of support, soften that right knee. Option is to just hold the left leg. You can grab a strap, or you can use your 2-piece fingers and grab your toes. And we're all going to straighten out that leg if you want, or you can keep it bent. Right arm can come out to the side, just for Utthita Hatha Padangusthasana. Find that balance. If you're using your arm, try and pull that left shoulder back. Stand up nice and tall. Last breath. Release that strap, release the legs slowly. Lower it back down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink back into chair. Tucking those hips under. Just find your chair on this side. Sink a little deeper. Big breath here. Bring those palms together. Exhale through heart center. This time I'm going to inhale to lengthen. And my right elbow hooked on the outside of that left knee as I twist towards the left. Making sure I pull that right knee behind, back in line with the left. Pressing those palms together as I twist towards the left. Drop those hips. You don't want them above the heart. Last breath. All right, lift up that right heel. Find that balance and then step that right foot back this time. Still twisting in your lunge. Again, you can come to this in another manner if you have to. Take one last breath here. Inhale, come to rise. Let's open up warrior two. Back foot flips. 90 degrees. Arms are reaching out strong. Lunging into that left front knee. Gaze comes to the left middle finger. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Remember, inhale, we're going to straighten the left leg. Bring the palms come together all over top of our head. Exhale, sink deeper. 4 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale. Really sink deep here. 2 more. Inhale. Relax those shoulders. And exhale. Find that warrior two. Find that ujjayi breath. One last breath here. Good. Straighten the left leg. Flip the toes to face the right side. Hands come to hips for the second. I'm going to lift our both heels up so they're facing in. We're going to squat down here into goddess legs. Sinking straight down, lifting the chest. Hands can come on your thighs. We're just going to start moving a little side to side in those hips. It's okay if the knees go over the toes here. Make sure you've got lots of weight in both heels. Just opening up the hips, maybe doing some little figure eights in one direction. And then try reversing. That reverse is always harder. All right, come to stillness. Just a little hinge in the hips. Hands come just above the knees. You can take a nice big inhale here. I'm going to drop the right shoulder, pushing it over to the left. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink deeper. Take another big inhale, left shoulder, right knee. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink deeper. Good. Inhale, right shoulder goes over. Head drops. Coming up, we sink deeper. Last one. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left shoulder over to right. Drop your head. Inhale, come up. Exhale to sink deeper. Good. Inhale, straighten your legs. Let's lift the left toes and the right foot to the right side. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Take one more big breath here. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips again. This time, that right leg gets to hop in. As I inhale, straighten my hips, bring the right knee up. Again, grab a strap if you want. Option is to just hold your leg. Option is to use the strap to grab your foot, or use your two piece fingers to grab that big toe as we try and straighten the leg, focusing on relaxing through that shoulder, finding a point to gaze. If you've got great balance, the left arm can come straight out to the side. As always, if you fall out of it, just come back to it. If you can't quite straighten the leg, that's okay. Two more big breaths. Last one. Keep the leg up, release your hand or strap. Slowly lower it back down. Do a full flow. We'll meet in downward dog. Whatever you choose is your option. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. You're going to plant your hands. You're going to hop or step back into plank. And lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Give it a stretch to your knees. This is where you can take a quick water break. If you're getting warm like me, you can grab the towel off as well. All right. So this is where you're going to want your optional block or hardcover book. Just leave it at the top of your mat. It's only an option. If you've got great flexibility, you're not going to need it. But that's the option. We're going to do a modified warrior three. So when you're ready, we're going to find our way back in downward dog. Finding a nice, strong dog. Squeezing the quads and lifting the hips up. Dropping the heels. Spreading those fingers wide. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, tail of the dog. So left glute is engaged as we try and kick our right heel towards it. Pressing both palms into the mat, lifting that knee up to the sky. Really getting a stretch in that side body on the right side. Last breath here. And as you inhale, pull the knee to chin, drop the hips, hanging plank. Pull that knee in, pull it in. Plant the foot, pivot the left foot, open up warrior one. Palms come together as we exhale. All right. Make sure your hips are squared. If you can't quite square them, you can always hop that back foot in to make it comfortable here. We're keeping this lunge position. The legs aren't going to move. So as we inhale, we're going to sweep our arms down, hinge down. Now the arms come behind us. We're going to take a nice big exhale, reaching out. Inhale, sweep down. Exhale, you can even bend those arms into cactus as you come through. Inhale. Going at your own breath pace here. Two more. Keep that core tight. Open up those shoulders at the top. Last one. Bring those arms back, warrior one arms. Just find that warrior one. Press to the outside edge of that foot. All right. We're going to hinge forward. You can bring your hands to the mat or a block if you want. And you're going to lift the left leg up, straighten the right leg here. Modified warrior three. You find you're really hinging down. You have that option for a block. I suggest you use it. So flexing that left foot, leveling out those hips, We're going to pull the left knee to the right knee, straighten out. For 4, 3, lift that chin. Last one, reach out, hold for a breath. Good, drop that left foot back into a lunge. Plant both hands, step back, downward facing dog. All right, optional flow, or you can just hold your dog. You can even modify. So inhale, come towards plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up, dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Perfect, just find your dog, find your strength. Pull those heels down. Just make any micro adjustments you need to here. Your next inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, pulling the left heel to the right glute. Trying to keep your weight even between your one foot and those two hands. Lift that knee to the sky, guys, and breathe. Slow that breath pace back down to your Ujjayi breath. Last breath here. As you inhale, pull your knee to hanging plank. Just hold, hold, then plant that left foot to the right foot. Inhale up, warrior one. Finding that warrior one here. Again, you want to try and square those hips off. Lunge a little deeper. We're going to do the reverse of what we just did. So we fell forward on the last leg. We're going to go back. Take a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, open those arms up to cactus. Still inhaling to sweep down. Exhaling, arms behind us. Inhaling to sweep up. Exhale, going at your own breath pace. Keep that core tight, try and keep that spine long as you hinge. Last one. When you're done, just come back to a nice warrior one. Relaxing those shoulders. Finding your warrior here. Fingers are strong. Last breath. All right, as you exhale, hinge forward, plant those hands. Again, you can use those blocks. You're gonna lift that right leg up, straighten the left leg. Depending on your flexibility here, you may be a little different, so that's okay. Trying to level off those hips as you flex that foot. As you inhale, bring the right knee to left knee. Exhale, press it out. Good, inhale, come in. Keep going at your own breath pace, but try and lift that chin. Core is still tight. Let's keep that back flat. Last one. Just hold this for a breath. And step the back right leg into a lunge. Plant your hands on the ground without the block. Step back into plank. Plank, everybody. Core is tight. All right, option to just go to downward dog or flow with me. Inhale. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, press up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few more breaths here. Last one. Good. And Ray, drop to your knees, bring the mat width apart, bring the big toes together, send those hips back, nice wide-legged, extended child. Drop the forehead. I want you to focus on slowing down the breath pace here. As you focus on all the points of contact you have with the mat, starting with those fingertips, forearm, elbow, forehead, down to the knees, shin, feet. And just focus on that pressure you create through the mat as you steady that breath. Finding your ujjayi right here. Letting yourself melt and relax on those exhales. And inhale, let's come up to tabletop. I'm just gonna walk my knees back and drop my hips here. So I'm just in a modified low plank. Finding my engagement, finding my strength, press through the mat. If you want, curl those toes under and lift the knees up. Take one more breath here. And we're gonna lower down for 4 counts here in chaturanga. Elbows are tight, here we go. For 4, 3, 2, halfway down, hold, and lower all the way down to the ground. I'm gonna bring my left ear to the mat. I'm just gonna bring my arms to cactus here, just a little release. I'm going to press both hands into the floor, into the mat. Elbows should be at 90, armpits at 90. Letting your back and tummy melt. Good, let's switch our directions there, right ear to the mat. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, melt. Make any more micro adjustments you have to, but I want you to have the tops of your feet pressed into the mat. And there's a bit of spinal strengthening here. All right, on your next inhale, we're going to put our hands under our shoulders, bring our neck back to neutral. As you inhale, just press up, just lift up, hands in the mat, lift the chin. A little cobra here, press the tops of the feet in the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up this time. This time, release the hands, release the glutes. Good. Bring the forehead chin to the mat. Leaving the mat. On your next inhale, I'm going to engage the quads and just lift the legs up off the mat, just the legs. Keep the feet on the mat. Release. On this next inhale, engage the quads, lift them off the mat. Then lift the feet up just ever so slightly. It's okay if you barely notice they're off. Just feel those feet lose connectivity. But keep those knees straight and release. You notice in 2 parts. As you inhale, lift the head, bring the arms by your side. Next inhale, lift the legs, full locust here. If this is hard on your spine at all, just take a step back and just do one of the other variations. Take 2 more big, slow breaths here. Point the feet, keep the legs together. Palms face the ground, shoulders pull into our back pockets. Last breath. Slowly release everything back down. Palms come on your shoulder. Inhale, just lift the chin, lift the chest. We're going to plant our elbows under our shoulders here. Make sure we're not sagging and pressing up. Just a little sphinx, lift the chin. Release the glutes here. Do a little side to side with the hips. Just find good tension here. Just a little stretch. If you want to go deeper, you can press up off those elbows. But again, if there's any pain here, back out of the stretch a little bit. Take one more big breath here. Exhale, lower down. We're going to walk our arms back into cactus. Bring the right ear to the mat again. Then we're over to the left. So inhale, I'm going to bend my left knee. Lift that left leg up and pull it over to the right side, almost like I'm trying to get the sole of my foot to the ground. Listen to that right pec. You can move your left hand to support yourself however you need to. But we're not going any deeper than that right pec allows in the spinal pec stretch. Find that breath, slow it down again. Last breath. Slowly with control using your left hand, rotate back through onto your stomach, letting your left ear come to the mat this time. Readjust yourself if you're off center at all. pressing that left hand into the mat. This time I'm going to bend the right knee. I can move my right hand to help press myself up and over, bring the right leg behind the left side. Breathe, guys. Again, listen to that left pec. Only go as deep as it allows. Taking some nice big breaths here. Slowing it back down. Last big inhale here. Exhale, slowly release that Ujjayi constriction. Let's roll back onto our stomach. Place our hands under our head. We're going to press ourselves up into tabletop position here. I'm going to bring my legs together, knees together. I'm going to exhale, sink my hips back here for Balasana Child's Pose. Drop the head to the ground. I'm going to bring my hands by my side, palms facing up, letting my shoulders roll down. Just a little back release after that sequence. A little shoulder release. Two more slow breaths. Maybe a little rocking side to side here. Find a little comfort point. And find stillness for your last breath. I'm going to bring my hands back by my head. I'm going to come up on my knees. I'm going to switch my knees over to the left so I can come onto the right side. And I'm going to come all the way back down onto my back. Just finishing off here. Keeping those legs bent up. Feet on the ground. You can have your hands by your side. Walking those feet mat width apart. Just let the knees fall into each other just for a minute. And just a couple breaths here. Trying to let yourself calm down. Let that heart rate relax. I'm going to let your left leg go straight out. Take your next inhale, pull that right knee in. Just give it a nice little hug. And I'm going to grab the outside of the right foot and pull the foot to the sky as I let my knee fall to the side. If you can't grab that foot, grab underneath that knee. Let the sole of the foot shine towards the sky. This is hard on the hips, you can always bend that left leg. But here's our happy baby for us today. Hopefully your body's feeling a little happier. Breathe into that hip, that hamstring. Flexing that left foot. Last breath here. Good, release the foot, bring the sole of the foot back to the ground so you can slowly roll it back out to straight. As you inhale again, you're going to pull that left knee to chest. Just give yourself a nice little hug here. And then you're going to take your left hand, grab the outside edge or underneath that knee as you let the knee splay to the left. Happy baby here. Pull the foot open to the sky. Even if you're up here, you want that foot facing the sky. Pulling a little opposite here. Pushing your leg into your hand, hand into the leg. Creating a little opposition. Create a little depth. Just relaxing and melting here. Last breath. Good. Release the foot with the hand. Bring the foot to the mat so you can slowly let it roll out. I'm going to bring both my hands to my lower rib cage. As I take some big, slow, deep breaths, you're really feeling my breath. Taking those big inhales and exhales. Connecting your breath to your body and mind. Focusing back in on that point we started with, that focal point of joy in our lives right now. whatever it is, let that be the only thoughts in your mind. Everything else is just white noise. Last big breath here. Let's release our hands by our side for a Shavasana. Relaxing the shoulders. We're pinching them under just a little bit to open up the heart. Letting the ankles fall however is comfortable. Letting those eyes come close. Just letting your breath stay on that Ujjayi breath for 5 more breaths. Count them. Keep them big, keep them slow. Feel the expansion of your lungs as you inhale. Feel them fall as you exhale. Feeling the calmness wash over you with these big, deep breaths. Finish off this last breath here with a sense of joy. Just let that breath return to a nice normal pace. Making any micro adjustments you need to feel comfortable here for a few more breaths. Feeling that sense of calm and accomplishment wash over you. Feeling the relaxation in your body as you just let it melt into the earth. Just be one with your mat while you can. Your next inhale, I know we're always rushed with these 40-minute classes. Start to bring some movement to those fingers and toes, maybe rolling those ankles and wrists. And on your next inhale, lift the right arm up overhead. We're going to roll onto the right side body, cradling the head, and connecting yourself. When you're ready, you're going to push yourself up into a nice, comfortable seated position, whether it's on your knees, cross-legged, or however you feel you need to sit today. Wherever you are, bring the torso nice and long, lifting through the crown of the head, relaxing the shoulders. Just have your palms resting face up anywhere that you can. Keeping those eyes closed or downcast. Just finding yourself here connecting to you and your fellow yogis. Feeling the energy and joy of those around us as well. And hopefully pushing a little of our joy out into the air, into the world, into our house, or our apartment or condo, wherever we live. Spreading just a little bit more to those around us. Take one more big calming breath here. When you're ready, you can keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Spreading those fingers, connecting your thumb to that sternum, into that heart chakra. Thanking yourself for showing up. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel the joy of your yoga practice today. Thank you for your body for doing all it did for us today and doing its best. Thank you to our fellow yogis today. Hopefully we all spread a little more joy into the world. And always, I thank you for showing up today. From the light in me to the light in you, namaste. So make sure you guys get a little bit more water, and hopefully you don't have to run around anywhere. too intense, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.